Here we go. We're in the heart. We just moved up about 2 steps, and here we go. I was hoping maybe we could get a little bit of rest. Do you have any insight, friends? What is rest exactly? Just never stop going. For the viewers. Okay. There are fates to be feared more than death. Any advice, Matt Kinga? Sure, we're strong. Eritis, advice? Thinking nothing. But this is the greatest adventure a hero has ever invented, isn't it? Oh, shit. Thank you again. So we just now took a couple of steps forward after inventing into the heart, and I'm now asking my companions what they think I should do. Am I going in alone? Or go it alone, take Alagern, take Matkina, or Eritis? I'm thinking 1 or 4. 1 or 4, chat. 1 or 4. We are inside the heart of the squid monster. The squid monster that is, spoiler alert, consumed Earth. Or what Earth used to be. Speaking of that, I'm gonna consume some of these peanuts. Oh. We did it, because, Alright, we're going in solo. Let's do it. Swig of our water. A hit of our Blade Runner-esque tobacco dispenser. We work alone. I probably should have healed. This is going to be a tent of thrill. Before you looms a twisted mass of tubes, arteries, roots, and tongues, heaving and pulsing in the murky light. The flesh glimmers with foul shades of purple and black, pocked with pustules and necrosis. Bloom whispers gather, swarming over you like flies, buzzing and chittering and hissing. Millions of them. All the voices that comprise the bloom's mind are converging in this one place. As you step closer, bloom tongues surround you, drawing you into a wet, nauseating embrace. Though they seem solid and corporeal, they somehow pass through your flesh, thrusting into your head, your limbs, and your guts, igniting prickly, hot, cold sensations all over your body. A multitude of bloom voices hiss and babble with rage. You cannot understand their words, but their meaning is clear. You don't belong here. The voices invade your mind, sweeping aside your thoughts, establishing themselves within. Well, we've got a monstrous amount of intelligence. Let's resist. 6 to get to 100%. That's crazy. Get out. Get out now, you command. And they flee from your mind. They're distant, they buzz and whisper to each other. We can move. Infiltrate their mind. Take the fight to them. Brain power engage. Gently, testing our ability to contract a muscle here or there, widen an artery there if we infiltrate their mind. Oh, interesting. We now understand the heart's composition. Okay. Sensory organs, arteries, intelligence. Feed the intelligence. Okay. So we can search for the scholar. Let's observe for a second. And listen to its heartbeat. Gump, 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 gump. Okay.
I'm ready to learn something new.
Unlike the heart of a normal creature, which pumps blood through its body, the Bloom's heart draws fluid into itself. These fluids are thoughts and memories, no doubt stolen from victims of the Bloom, rendered into physical form. They feed the innumerable intelligences that coalesce here, knitting them closer together, strengthening the greater intellect of the Bloom. Deprived of these fluids, you suspect that the heart would be weakened considerably. Well, do we actually want to kill this thing? Was this the brain bug from Starship Troopers? Okay. Arteries? Examine the memories. Floating unnoticed amongst the Bloom's innumerable voices, you allow yourself to drift deeper into its minds. As the voices whisper amongst themselves, you begin to see brief images, to hear sounds, to feel hunger or satiation. These are the memories of the past. Screams echo in your ears as men and women are pulled into maws, their thoughts and personalities devoured, or simply altered, scrambled, changed into monstrous forms. You see limbs torn from bodies by eager bloom tongues, eyes plucked out so that the tendrils can slide gently into their sockets to reach their brains. Jesus. For a moment you see Grizzler, the Bloom guide, trapped in the embrace of a maw, and you can taste the raw flesh of his legs as the maw tears him off and devours them. You know in a moment that the Bloom will eat of him again and again, reveling in the taste of his undying flesh that it will provide for him, a fate that is so ill-founded. And everywhere you see and hear the Memavira, flashes of her early days, gathering followers to overthrow the old Memavira, while publicly pledging her loyalty to him. Her rebellion against him, as she slaughtered his people and dragged them down to the heart, binding him so that the tongues could feed upon him slowly, all those years of her ruthless rule. And all that time, she has never changed. Her face is the same now as it was when the Bloom first saw her. Monsters stalk. Gelatinous hunks godlings. Screams. All the worlds the Bloom has seen, and they're hundreds of thousands, ranging from 300,000 light years from Earth to just a couple of light years. It's consuming the entire universe, it seems. You can sense the city creatures crawling across time and dimensions since the universe was young, perhaps longer, its voices changing, its flesh adapting, its senses changing. Your mind begins to hurt, barely able to comprehend the sensory impressions that you are contained within the most distant memories. Fighting the urge to scream, you disengage at last, glimpsing a bit of infinity, like we're meeting O again at the bar. Allowing yourself to drift slowly back to the surface of the Bloom's mind. And yet, even with that brief exposure, your senses have broadened, and you are better able to comprehend the impossible. Not even your dead sire dared to gaze so deep into an alien mind. Now we have 31 intellect. Jesus Christ. Get control of the sensory organs. Make it so I can't tell I'm around here. Search for the abducted scholar. While your thoughts are joined into the blooms, you can almost understand its voices. A whisper that will spark a fleeting image in your mind's eye. Some alien emotion that you can't even comprehend. We see a vague human figure. He's curled up in a fetus. Or, like a fetus. Possibly in a fetus. Rolling 100s all day. Moving slowly and cautiously. What? You follow the faint whispers of the tiny, chittering minds that watch over Ishin. Okay. We silence them. Do I want to kill the heart? Yep. Fetus. Oh. There we go. I'm glad we deadened the sensory organs first.
I'm ready to learn something new.
Here's Ishin. Lying face down. Gagging and vomiting on the floor. It's Mazov. What? The cast-off artificer you met in Zirian's Daywalker's mirror. Your first thought is that the Bloom has somehow released the wrong man, but no. The Memoravira has deceived you. Ishin is Mazov. The whole reason we went to Mila Bess, huh? For the moment, Mazov is recovering from the ordeal, barely aware of his surroundings. He hasn't even seen you yet. Let's reassure him. You stand with a final memory cast upon us. You stand with a woman upon a circle of gold. The clear sky and blue above you. Mila Vest. That place was really pretty. It's a bummer we burned it to the ground. Or the sorrow did. The woman is well known to you. The same woman who helped you choose the spot years before. Same woman who built this enclave with you together. Her face changed, ravaged by time. The flesh is rotting away, exposing the glistening muscles beneath. She turns away from you, as if to hide her ugliness. Not even your handiwork is proof against time. No, Marilol, you say, I have no way of fixing you, but you need not live in shame. Is this the first cast-off? Do we have a name, Marilol? We hand her a mask. Put it on. you hear yourself say, and she places it over her face. It melds with her flesh, and her face becomes that of a young, lovely young woman. Her eyes widen. You hold up a looking glass for her to see. She laughs aloud, a sound you haven't heard from her in years. You can change your face at will, you say to her. Try it. Marlowe nods, watching the looking glass carefully as her face morphs into that of an old woman, then a homely beggar lady, then a Varjane, and a dozen more. The last face you see is dark-haired, Regal and bearing. It is the face of the Memavira. What the fuck? Twists within twists, my friends. This tale is twistier than the bloom itself. The memory fades. The first cast-off. What was it, Marilel? Marilel is actually the Memavira. Plans within plans that had plans within their plans. The starfarers and their starfaring ship. The Memavira, who is wearing a mask that's actually Miralel, that's first cast off, who's been waging a war from which side and is controlled by whom we don't know. Changing God, is he behind this all? We'll see. We've conquered the Maw of all Maws. The Mama Maw. Mazov rises, clutching himself, and he abruptly vomits a cloud of black fluid onto the glistening flesh beneath his feet. Small red wounds mar the flesh between the wires, crisscrossing its skin. Alright, boy, you got some explaining to do. Mama Ma. Mama Ma, no. Okay. Gods, he growls. Gods. He looks up at you. His mechanical eye sockets spin, wheels within wheels, maws within maws, plans within plans, focusing on your face. You're the cast-off that was riding Zerian Daywalker. What the hell are you doing down here? And how do you recognize me? Interesting. I may be wearing a different skin or something, but he still knows me through... subtleties of my movement. Ishinazar. Whatever the hell that is. But no one calls me that except... the first sent you, didn't she? Not surprised. She won't be getting the resonance chamber working on her own. It's all too easy to destroy the damn thing if you don't know what you're doing. Everyone wants... to fix or break this resonance chamber that we broke in the very beginning of the game. Gods, the bloom is a terrible host. Stuck its damn tongues into my guts to force feed me, filled my lungs with bile. Not sure what you did to get me out, but thank you. I don't know, I've hosted worse events than that. Well, how do we get out of here? She's waiting, and you know how she is. I don't, actually. You're underwater. The fading pulse of a sonar alarm ripples through the water and then is gone. Invisible pressure crushes your body, squeezing your head. No fucking shit. Very first episode of this Let's Play, we experienced this memory, and how we went through that memory is affecting our game right now. I built the resonance chamber to save us all, you say. It has the power to weaken the sorrow. I can kill the creature.
I'm ready to learn something new.
Exactly. This game is so fucking good! God! You lied. You always have. Although your motives differ, Marilel's plan and yours will result in the same end, the destruction of every last cast-off. I will not allow this to happen. What is the first plan with the chamber? To sever the... We have obtained a frictionless mirrorcaster.
Remember that.
Dropped from his pocket, huh? Rather convenient.
Yes.
What more can you tell us, Hart? Okay. Ooh. What's in this mirror? The clicking of the mechanisms with the device is a rhythmic thing, like a drum beat, like soldiers marching in perfect, helpless unison. Man. If I started writing again, I wish I could write as well as these guys. Into the mirror. Oh, man. That's the end of this Let's Play episode. I'm Grizz. If you're enjoying this tonight, you're probably pretty damn far into my series already, so I'm not going to ply you with anything more about subscribing, following, etc. We're going in.